It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's get funky.
All right, if you insist.
Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, I know. We're in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. That's Chick McGee across the way getting ready for the shoe-in of the week. I'm very excited. Chick McGee, of course, it is posted at the Omaha Steaks Sports Desk. Christy Lee is right next to me at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. There's Josh. There's Ace, our engineer, of course. And this is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the program. Napa Auto Parts very proud to present the shoe-in of the week. The way this works, we'll hook up with a grandmother from this great country of ours, and she will pick against Mr. McGee. And Chick, do you want to explain what's happening tonight?
Chicago Bears hosting the Green Bay Packers for the NFL season opener. The Packers getting 3 tonight.
And I believe we
That's not enough!
I believe we have our grandmother on the phone here. Hey, Joyce, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good. Now, Joyce, I understand that you are the mother of 5, grandmother of 11-ish. Is that correct?
Some-ish, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, you are not a big NFL fan, I have been told.
You know, the only thing I must be devoted to, because Peter's family is devoted, is the Vikings.
Okay,
I see.
That's very good. And now, are you in North Dakota right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, one of your sons sent us your name and said you were a great person. You'd be great for the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, starring Chick McGee. Now, which one of your sons sent this? Peter?
That would be number 3 son, Peter.
Number 3 in terms of from least favorite to most favorite, or
So,
No, I had 4 boys and a girl.
oh,
well, congratulations on having 4 boys and being alive to tell the tale.
yeah, my mom has 4 boys. God bless you.
Yeah. So Peter's a good boy then?
He's our businessman, our solid guy, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Could I trade him for one of my sons?
No, I've raised these well. I want to keep them.
Oh, as you should.
I tried to raise them well, and well, something went wrong.
Well, yeah, but they grow up in due time.
Yeah, well, no. He's going to grow up.
I don't know how old yours are, but my father warned me ahead of time. Remember, dear, they don't turn normal till they're 30.
Well, one of mine is going to grow up not in due time, but and due time. Which is as my mother would say, he'll end up in the hoosgow.
Yep.
Now, that may be did you ever use the term hoosgow, meaning prison?
Yes.
Okay, good, because you and my mom. Now, it's a delight to speak with you, Joyce. Joyce, how do you pronounce your last name?
Hendricks.
Okay, Henricks. Okay, so it's kind of like Jimi Hendrix, but different. And,
Exactly.
Your wonderful son, Peter, has sent us your name because even though you're not a big NFL fan, we're going to have you pick against Mr. Chick McGee. He's going to select several games coming up in the NFL this week.
That's right. Darn right I am. Step back, Granny. It's a whole new season.
Now,
should we stop the music? Sorry.
last year,
I get carried.
Last year, the grandmothers did pretty well against Mr. McGee, but you did defeat them in the end.
Well, the Super Bowl saved me.
Okay.
As is often the
Let's see
case.
what I can do.
Okay.
All right, Joyce.
Tonight, as we said, the Chicago Bears hosting the Green Bay Packers, a storied rivalry, the oldest in the NFL. The Packers.
I know, but you know the Green Bay Packers are going to win. Their uniform is prettier.
Well,
Prettier. I like the way she thinks.
The uniform. Well,
I like that, Joyce.
You're wrong. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to wear Khalil Mack for a hat, but I'm going with Chicago minus the 3, and obviously Grandma's going with the Packers plus the 3. As is Josh Arnold, our own Josh Arnold.
That's right.
Gets 3 tonight. That's exactly
Well,
right.
Josh and I are smart about those things.
That's exactly right.
That's what
Thank
I've
you,
heard.
Joyce.
Oh, so you're familiar with Josh's brain power.
And the Minnesota Vikings are hosting the Atlanta Falcons this weekend. Your team, closest to a team that.
Well, and I'm concerned about them because of Mr. Diggs being wounded.
Whoa, this woman knows her
I think we got a ringer on our hands.
We got a big time ringer. But the Vikings still have Kirk Cousins and Josh Doxson now as their.
I know, but
spread?
did you look at their wounded list and almost healed list? There's 7 of them.
Yeah, and even though they do have a heavy Redskins factor with Cousins and Doxson, I'm taking Minnesota minus the 4. I think they cover against the Falcons.
Okay.
Well, in faithfulness, I must take the Vikings. I must
you
be
go.
faithful to my child.
Good for you.
So you guys agree on that one?
That's right.
Yeah.
And the Washington Redskins, my team,
Da-da-da-da.
travels to the Philadelphia Eagles for their opening weekend. The Eagles picked by most to win the NFC East this year. Washington getting 10
Ooh, that's a lot
in
of
this
points.
one. That's a lot for an opening week. I'm taking the Redskins plus the 10.
Good.
I hope they don't lose. They probably will, but I'm making that my double shock. So
You're
I'm
doubling your bet there. Okay.
Redskins plus the 10 at Philadelphia. Who do you like, Redskins
Joyce.
or the Eagles?
Well, the thing is, their quarterback is from North Dakota, so would I be untrue? No.
Oh, that's right. Carson Wentz is the quarterback for the Eagles. That's right. So
no matter what the score, I must be faithful.
there you go. So there's this week's shoe of the week. Take that, Randy.
Joyce, you had a system and everything. I like it.
I like it.
Joyce, sounds like you've done your homework.
Yeah.
And now, Joyce, a couple quick questions. Do you watch a lot of television?
We do off and on, sure.
What do you?
We're old folks.
What show do you watch?
It depends. We like the upper channels, the history programs, Big Brother, those kind of things.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You like to
I
watch
like
a lot of history?
thinking programs. I like because I am a historian and the president of the museum and gallery.
Really?
I follow the history channel on the stories from the museum.
Okay,
Nice.
well, that sounds like it's really enlightening and very, very cool. Do you watch any game shows?
We watch, what is the one with Steve?
Family Feud?
Family
Steve
Feud.
Harvey?
And
Okay.
of course, everybody watches
Jeopardy?
The Wheel.
Oh,
The Wheel. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, that is a
Fortune.
federal law now. We reach
Yep.
a certain age, we have to watch The Wheel and Jeopardy. That's true.
Right. And
Yeah.
then Michael Strahan has a program in the summer, and of course, we are faithful to Michael. So,
Okay.
All right, that's
Now,
interesting.
are you a good cook?
well, actually, right now I am canning apple butter.
Ooh, I love that.
Canning apple butter.
We'll just when we hang
Well,
out,
we'll,
you can
yeah,
getting our
before
address.
we hang up, we'll give you our address, and you can
Now,
I
zip
would be
that on
glad
over
to
to us.
send you some.
Yeah, darn right you would.
The neighbor has an apple tree, so what we do is I trade her apple butter for choke cherry jelly.
Choke cherry jelly.
cherry.
I feel like
Cherry.
I feel like I just tuned
Cherry,
into
and I
radio.
make the apple butter, and we do an over-the-back fence exchange.
Well, that sounds like it might be illegal, Joyce.
Sounds like a drug deal.
It depends
heart-
on what's in
heart-
it nowadays.
You're a heartbeat away from swapping partners, I think. I'm not sure what's going
Joyce
on
in North
there,
Dakota.
but,
Well, Joyce, you sound like a lovely person. Are you going to be? Where's Thanksgiving going to be this year? At your place?
It's usually at our place. The family always comes home.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
Now, does Peter bring a covered dish, or does he just bring himself, plop down, and say more beer, Mama?
Don't let him fool you. He's one heck of a cook. One way or the other, he'll get in the kitchen.
Oh,
This guy's making us all look
He
bad.
got himself through college cooking for 500 fussy women in a girl's dorm.
Wow.
And then for the summer months, he would come to the hotel where I was the salesperson and cook for tourists.
Okay.
Sounds like a
that
great
right?
guy. We should get him to come to our Thanksgiving celebration. Yeah,
maybe we should all go to Joyce's for Thanksgiving
Peter, you
this year.
you do the turkeys.
Yeah.
Joyce is handling the apple butter.
This is Joyce's Choices. I just forgot.
Joyce's choices.
Chick's Picks and Joyce's Choice.
Well, thanks, Joyce. Have a great day today.
Never mind.
And,
Sorry to
I
bother
like
you
it.
again.
Good
Part
luck.
two.
I like
Okay.
it.
good luck with your picks, and give our best to young Peter, okay?
Will do. Thank you for calling.
Sure.
Oh, you're
Have a
so
great
welcome,
day,
Joyce.
Joyce.
Thank you for
Thanks.
answering.
Oh, isn't she nice?
Very
Yes,
sweet, yeah.
I want her to be my grandma.
Yeah. Well, I never had a grandma.
You had one, you just don't remember her.
No. They were both dead when I was born.
Well, yeah, you still had one. If you didn't
No.
have a grandmother, you wouldn't be alive.
All right. That's
Technically,
yeah.
it could have been some kind of DNA splicing. I don't know. I never had a grandma. Sorry.
You want somebody to clone you, don't you?
Oh my God.
That's what this has all been about. We've arrived at this day, and you're finally admitting it.
Did anybody's grandma ever cool a pie on a windowsill?
My mom did that.
Really?
Where did that start?
I've never seen that in real life.
Never seen it in real life.
I've always wanted to.
My mom was a big
And some
pie.
hobo comes up with
Yeah.
their bindle and steals the pie off
would
the
just-
sill.
She had a breezeway, and she'd had a little table out there. She would put them out there on the breezeway.
Why was it important to cool the pie on a window? Why couldn't you
I
just
don't know.
leave it out?
I don't know. My mom, when the house was built, she had a special. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
A special windowsill.
Pie shelf?
And yeah, I'm not joking.
You know, my
On a
grandfather-
special, and there were special metal windows that were.
Okay. So birds couldn't crap on it?
I'm sorry, you're right. My grandmother cooled to my grandfather after a while.
I see.
And
Well, both my grandmothers cooled before I was born.
Yeah.
There you go.
98.6 down
I
to
was
about
only
55, I've been told.
Out of 4, I was only sad about one passing away. So that's not bad.
The temperature of a corpse is 55? That's interesting.
54, 55, somewhere
I
around
don't know.
there.
Does it fall to, I don't know, room temperature? When
Whatever's underground, same as the basement.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's fascinating.
Hey, let's do Today in History, shall we?
I want to say thanks to Peter for sending in Joyce's name. That was great. And you can, if you want to submit your grandmother, we're looking for the sweet old grandmas out there.
Like Joyce.
Like Joyce. Isn't she great? It's just
Yeah, because we're looking
Granny,
for more apple butter.
Granny at bobandtom.com.
Yep. Send us a short description and an
Of
upskirt.
something you could sell us?
What'd you just say?
I said send
I
us a
heard
short
you.
description and an upskirt, and we'll pick the
Wow,
grandmas
just
accordingly.
2 more years in purgatory just then. Nice. It'll be flame.
You think there's a grannyupskirts.com?
Sadly, yes. There
Oh
probably
my
is.
God.
Are you joking? Of course there is.
Let's move on. Thank you very much to Peter for taking the time and trouble to do that. A sweet lady. Now, once again, Granny at bobandtom.com. Send us an email. Nominate your grandma.
Man, these are good picks this year.
Someone will be sorting through
This
it.
first week, solid picks. Solid.
I can't wait for the Redskins
I
to
forgot.
kick the crap out of the Eagles. Jake.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I forgot. I should have picked the Raiders for the first game. I think they play the Steelers or somebody.
You
I
can
think
do a
so.
bonus pick.
Can I do a bonus pick?
Why
right
don't you
now?
Monday
pick,
night.
pick with Ace?
Broncos.
Oh, that's a storied rivalry. Monday Night Football.
Chick's afraid of me.
It's the Broncos and the Raiders, and the Broncos are getting a point in Oakland.
How about that?
Yeah, I'll still take the Broncos.
Okay, so this is a bonus pick?
This is a bonus pick.
Okay, hang on a
Yeah,
second.
I could have done it Monday, I guess.
Okay.
There are 2 games Monday night, as they do the first Monday night of the season. There's the
An early
Broncos.
game and a late game?
There's an early game at 7:10, the Texans at the Saints, and the late game, Broncos at the Raiders. I guess I have to pick the Texans and the Saints now.
10:40 Eastern.
Came out of my mind.
Ooh, Ace will be in bad
Because
shape
I-
on Tuesday.
Can you do that one in a minute? I got to update my whole thing over here now.
Yeah.
Someone's got to pick for Joyce.
No, he's picking with
Well,
Ace.
I think I would go with.
I'm going to take New Orleans minus the 7 versus Houston, and Broncos plus the 1 at Oakland.
I'm sorry, versus who?
Houston.
I'm trying to write
Son
over.
of a- Man, I walked right into
He
that.
can't multitask. He's a man.
You know what? No.
did
Wait a minute. I'm changing my mind. I'm taking the Raiders. I'm taking the. They're going to win. They're going to win big Monday night.
Sitting next to me has made you wiser, Chick.
Okay, and so
Yeah, that's what did it.
Ace, you get to pick. You get to pick for Joyce. So you're going to pick them also.
I think the Raiders will win.
Okay. I think those are disrespectful.
No, neither his impression nor I were. We were trying to be
You
disrespectful.
always say we want an elderly grandmother. so I was being
I
elderly
would
grandmother.
like
Doing voices.
As I'm
everybody.
making apple butter,
Maybe
the Raiders.
He really didn't sound like
I'm
that.
No, she
planning
sounded
Thanksgiving in
nothing like
September.
They seem to have the tighter heinies that I like to watch on TV.
That's it.
I
Well, I'm
like
sorry,
the
Peter.
tiny
We're
ladies.
Joyce.
ruining the whole.
Every woman has needs.
That's right.
You're picking. So
I guess we won't do Today
Did you
in
pick
History.
Houston or New Orleans?
I picked New Orleans minus the 7.
Okay.
You know how to make a 7? It's like a line with a hat on it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Christy Lee. What are you doing over there?
What do we got? Oh,
September 5th, 1698.
Can we guess?
Joyce was born.
Wow. Peter, if you want to drive over here,
Something like
A,
that.
bring some food, and B, I'll give you a baseball bat to hit Josh in the face with.
I deserve
No,
it.
Joyce was not born.
I know. She was lovely.
Lovely woman.
You going to guess? Anybody going to guess?
I'm sorry, what's the year?
1698.
What year is it?
1698. No.
Larry King.
Tsar Peter the Great
Oh, Peter.
imposed a tax.
He was not so
Now, was
great.
he a TSAR or
He's
a
a TSAR.
CZAR?
He's a TSAR.
What's the distinction there?
He imposed
2 letters.
Yeah.
a T and a
Come on,
Z.
use your head.
Can you do a TZ or is it always TS? or T?
yeah, it is.
He imposed a tax on beards.
On beards.
This is an outrage.
So I'm guessing he couldn't grow a good one. Is that what happened?
Is he
there?
now a congressman in California? I believe they're taxing heartbeats there. This.
Oh God.
On this date in 1957, Jack Kerouac's On the Road was first published.
Meandering.
Yeah.
Now, where was he?
I
in the,
actually like that book, but
where-
boy, oh boy.
Where is he in the knick-knack
Paddywhacks?
conspiracy?
Nick Nack Kerouac, give a dog a.
Yeah.
Wow.
He-
Wow.
Tell me tell me
know what? I like
tell me
that.
I ain't funny. Go ahead.
That a lot.
Darn right you did.
On this date in 1966.
What's that old joke? It's like, hey, get back, Paddywhack. Give this dog a loan or whatever the hell.
It's not really worth trying to reconstruct it. The only good one of those is the Mick Jagger one.
What's that?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's what does it involve?
Hugh
Hugh Hefner and who's the guy that played McLeod? Dennis Weaver. You ever heard that? It's this really elaborate joke, and the punchline is somehow Dennis Weaver and Hugh Hefner get into a gay sexual thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Hugh, get off of McLeod. It's a long.
That's not knick-knack
I remember that.
It's a long way to go to get to
And
it.
a short time to get there. 1966, on this date, Jerry Lewis held the first muscular dystrophy telethon.
Oh, I miss that so much.
That really was this. That marked the
many of
beginning
them.
of the school year. And
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it sure did.
Sunday, Monday, telethon, Tuesday,
Worked all
school.
weekend, a lot of overtime back in the TV days.
Yeah.
It was great.
we wouldn't have Bob Zaney if it weren't for that. Huh?
Telethon was on. 2 days would stop practice.
You'd see actors you never saw for a long time.
Yeah.
They'd be, oh, look, that guy's still alive.
There's Juliet Prowse, everyone. That's my Jerry.
They raised a lot of money that
It was great. No, I
Yeah,
loved
they
it.
did.
seemed to not go anywhere.
Big hand for
Didn't-
Norm Crosby.
They never did tackle it, did they?
You jackass.
What? I'm just saying.
They made some.
What year did it start?
They made some great
66.
intros.
Next.
Jesus.
Next.
Celebrating a birthday today, had he still been alive in 1847, Jesse James.
Okay.
The Reverend Jesse James
Not
did a
that
lot
Jesse
for civil
James.
rights.
Not Jesse James Dupree, just Jesse James the Outlaw.
Martin Luther King's friend.
Okay.
Born on this date, as I mentioned earlier in the show, 1929, turning 90 today, Bob Newhart.
Just a master,
Yeah.
comedic master.
Elf. Probably the kids know him from
Oh, I
Elf.
love Elf.
He had a couple great episodes of
His
Big
show.
Bang Theory.
Of his own show, yes?
Yes, he was
had a great
terrific on
show.
Big Bang.
And I don't even think there's an argument the greatest ending of a sitcom in history.
I think that's you've got a very fair argument there.
You know what I'm talking about, Christy?
No,
Are you kidding?
no.
Oh,
It was a callback to
It's hard
his,
to explain.
yeah. It was, but in terms of putting a cap on a show,
I'll
right.
give you a hint. Suzanne Plachette got a day of work out of it.
She sure did.
yeah. As opposed to the worst ending of a show ever,
MASH.
which would be MASH.
Yes.
I think Josh and I have the feeling that you're looking for new Josh and chicks on the job market. Is that true, Tom?
Why would you
Is that-
Sitting right here.
Makes you think
is
that?
that possible?
All I was
I'm
saying was you
sitting
think
right
after 4 or 5 decades they'd have a pill or something.
Oh, you're going back now. You're double downing on that one. Nice. Nice. Just direct all the email to.
Perhaps
You are going to be in trouble.
an array of medicines.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, we're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios with Ace, Chick, Josh. This is Tom. Christy Lee is right over there next to me.
Hola.
We got some tattoo talk coming up. We'll be finding out about the artistry of the tattoo and what it's like being a tattoo artist and what kind of things happen, who gets what where. We've learned a lot about it already, but right now we return to the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk with Christy Lee.
Well, speaking of tattoos, according to recent research published in Psychology Today, most people do not regret their tattoos. A study published in the journal Frontiers in Human Neuroscience found that aesthetic preferences change rapidly, but only 17% of people with tattoos really regretted them. Most who regretted their tattoos felt they got the wrong name tattooed, which we've heard. A person might not admit to themselves that their tastes no longer align with their tattoo because it was easier to dismiss the thought than go through the pain and expense of removal. So it's a mental thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I read this article.
Yeah?
And the essence of it was they start talking about cognitive dissonance, and that's
Ooh,
where you
good
start
words.
falling asleep. You don't want to admit that you hate it,
Right.
I see.
You don't want to admit you made a mistake.
but about 1 in 5 do have one that they hate, and especially if it's, whatever. I love Sherry, and Sherry.
Yeah.
Sherry's no longer there.
Yeah, Shirley's no longer around. Or, yeah, Sherry's in a crosstown bar drinking with your good time buddies, as Greg Allman would say. We're going to
Think
find
that's
out.
a dating problem? Like if you have Sherry's name and you start dating Cynthia and she's like,
I would think there'd have to be a warning.
yeah,
Take your shirt off or wherever it is, right?
yeah, who the hell's Sherry?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to have right below your belly button. Sherry was here
No, yeah.
when you're with Gladys.
Yeah, no joke.
I've had all of my lovers sign my pubic region like a cast when I broke a leg. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
really?
Yeah,
And
they've
then have
all-
it inked?
Yeah. mhm.
That's nice. Keep track of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
actually signed
Looks like
someone's...
a comedy club wall.
I signed someone's arm and they had it inked. Not making that up.
Oh, okay.
What institution is this gentleman in?
He's naughty. He and his wife came to a show. I believe
Big
it was
fans?
in Iowa.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think that happens.
Boy, that's a fan already.
Did you make him a
Or
cuckold?
Nebraska.
Did you cuckold him?
No.
That's a real rough word. You gotta
That
really,
is a real rough
You
word.
got to hit the cuh
Oh, cuh.
just
yeah,
right,
yeah. Cuckold.
and then the never mind. Wow. So we'll find out more about what's happening in the world of tattooing. We found out this is interesting. We found out one of the most popular places for ladies now. I guess the so-called butt hat.
It's kind of not in anymore.
The tramp stamp has gone into disfavor.
Making a slight comeback, according to Rachel, the tattoo artist we
But
talked
peaked
to
in
earlier.
the 90s, I think.
But
Right,
the big thing now is the
Under boob and side
the
rib.
under boob.
Yeah.
Wow. And then Christy and I were looking at some photographs. There are a couple that are just such a mistake.
Oh.
There's one where this woman has a baby tattooed on her breasts.
It's a massive mistake. It looks like she's breastfeeding, kind of, or,
Yes.
or cradling. It's really,
Cradling the baby
really
in front
odd.
of her breasts.
Really odd.
It's really
and if
weird.
there's a tragic story behind it, don't email it to us.
Yeah, I don't
We
wanna hear
care.
it.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, we'll find out the other spots, and people get them everywhere.
Hurricane update.
Okay.
Hurricane Dorian, of course, now lashing out at the Carolinas. We have them in our thoughts and prayers. But a Florida man decided to park his smart car in the kitchen to prevent it from being blown away by Hurricane Dorian.
In the kitchen.
Rather than cleaning out the garage to fit a second car, Patrick Eldridge told his wife they could park the car in the house.
Okay.
Jessica said her husband had no trouble getting the smart car inside through a pair of double doors. They have since had to move around the car to cook and serve dinner. But, of course,
So I'm a big fan of having huge doors on a house.
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Not that I would park my car inside my house,
Right, but
but just to get the Christmas tree in.
No, I have
Sure.
double doors. I love double doors.
I don't have any in my home, and I sure wish I
Oh,
did.
they're great.
You can, hey, come on.
You can replace your front door.
I got a
Yeah,
guy.
1, 2, 3.
Really?
Yeah, you and Greg could do it.
Yeah.
You know, while you're standing there laughing about stuff needs done at my house, you can have him put a double door in.
How much to create an entrance to a basement? And this would require digging stairs, going down to it, and making a.
Oh, wow.
Do you have a basement?
Yeah.
But you don't have an entrance?
No.
Oh, you mean on the outside?
Yeah.
But he does
yeah,
have
an outside
you
entrance.
do, it seems to me, and I know just enough to be dangerous, there is an area where you could dig kind of a walkout.
Right, there is.
Yeah, because your house is built on a hill, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want an out? Do you want an out?
A walkout.
Yeah. How much to build an escape hatch?
Yes. Late one night after
And
Josh.
how's that invisibility thing coming?
Josh finished unloading her latest box of more stuff.
Oh, babe, here's that seventh box of shoes. Oh, what are you watching? Teen Mom? All right, I'm going to be in the basement for a second.
Yeah, the
You
scaffolding.
hear slam.
Yeah, I've decided against using the gallows that I built downstairs. I got to stick it.
Is your basement finished?
No, but it's the
Oh.
nicest non-finished. But I could
it's
put.
very nice.
Is it real
How
clean?
far off the ground? Your basement floor.
Yeah.
If you
I think
could
it's,
blast through the wall, how much dirt would you have to get rid of?
About 6 feet.
Ooh, that's expensive.
I think
Okay.
it's like 8 feet ceiling, 8-foot ceilings down there. Maybe.
Ooh, nice.
8 feet clear.
We'll send Gregor there to
Something
check
like
it out
that?
for you.
Yeah.
But this guy in Florida parked his smart car in
the
his
kitchen.
God, I hope there's a picture of this.
Me too. I want to see that.
There is.
There is, okay. Usually, well, the smarter idea to me is having doors big enough to get the car in there. Or it would have been smarter, I guess, to just head inland.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, park it at a buddy's house in Orlando.
Oh, Tom.
Let me see.
It's great. A huge kitchen. This thing fits perfectly. And it's a tiny, tiny car. Went right in through the double doors.
Right there in the dining room where you would have your breakfast table right next.
Huge kitchen.
Yeah.
Tom is stunned.
Good for them, man. God bless you. You have to do whatever you have to do.
It's got a kitchen island, and there's plenty of room on the other side of the island. To
Yep.
do
Yeah, that's
stuff.
because that's where their table and chairs usually would be, I would think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Good luck.
funny. I have to do
Man,
that.
best of luck to everybody. That's a.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a story out of Florida where it's not some guy getting bit by an alligator.
It sure is. Yeah.
Hurricane got you down. Come on, Florida man. Get bitten by an alligator.
Florida
Do something
man.
stupid again for us.
Here's a sad story.
All right, great.
Hit us.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, released a report recently about backyard chickens spreading disease
Wait
and
a minute.
illnesses to people in 49 states.
We're doing this story. I read this story yesterday.
According
This
to
is
the
a
New
sad
York
story.
Post, I told you it was a sad story.
Why?
And I told you,
Come on, it can't be that sad.
well, now comes the story, Chick, of a woman who was killed by a rooster that delivered a lethal strike to a varicose vein in her leg.
Struck her, and she bled to death.
According to the report, the 76-year-old woman
The cock didn't.
How many?
had been 76
A 76-year-old
out there
woman
with her
got
backyard chickens
hecked
collecting
to
eggs
death, and you're chuckling.
at her home in Australia when the aggressive rooster attacked
Oh,
her
wait a
lower
minute.
left leg.
Wait a minute, hold it. Australia.
Yeah, that's a whole other planet.
Hell
essentially.
yeah.
The
That's not a real
de-
place.
It's the deadliest pecker since John Holmes left us. He took out a few.
The woman collapsed. An autopsy later revealed 2 small lacerations on her leg, including one on a varicose vein.
There you go. She's dead.
Wear your boots, Grandma.
Wear your boots, Grandma.
Too late now.
Has a family, this woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends.
Grandchildren. Great-grandchildren.
Mr. Sensitive.
They are going to get some revenge, though.
Are they?
They're serving that rooster at the wake.
Aren't roosters tough? You can't really eat chicken like that, can you?
I think so.
I have a question about this guy that put his
Sorry
smart,
about it.
his smart car in his smart car in the kitchen.
Yeah, what about it?
I'm assuming
Son
this
of a
is.
bitch, we're going
Oil
back
leaks?
to it.
Well, we're talking construction here. It's my field.
He is an expert.
I'm
He
assuming.
thinks he is.
I'm assuming this house is on a slab.
Yes, yeah.
Because if this is on a crawl, that smart car is going to drop right through the floor.
No, they don't weigh that much.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Those smart cars don't weigh that much.
That woman with a horse could walk on her floors.
Yeah. No, I think
Boy.
it would be okay.
You said there were pictures of her at a supermarket?
Yeah.
Can you fit a miniature horse in the basket of a rascal?
You guys are awful
Can
people.
you see him riding up in the
Awful.
basket with his little hoofs out in front?
My Lord.
Hooves
It's been a rough morning.
Yeah, it is.
behooves us.
Ma'am, if you're listening, put the fork down.
Back to Australia. Pecked to death by a rooster.
That's a rough
can
way to
we
go.
move on
that's
from that?
That's tough.
Real
This is
tough.
a warning for people. If you're one of those people, you got one of those suburban egg things going.
And of all the animals in Australia to kill you,
Yeah,
a rooster.
Yeah.
Don't they have venomous ducks? They have,
like 8 different venomous
I think,
snakes.
I think
Yeah.
platypus, platypi can kill you, probably.
A rooster.
Smack you with those platypus lips.
Got a horror movie.
You don't want to get kissed with a
Oh, a horror
platypus.
The Cock Killer.
Oh, come on.
Well, the porno version of that would be an easy.
I have an ex-girlfriend that could be called that.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.